We're back once again, bringing you the latest updates from the world of sports. Each day, delivering new and thrilling developments. Today's story is truly game-changing. It's an unexpected twist that could transform not only the Milwaukee Bucks, but potentially shift the entire landscape of the NBA. At the center of this story is a star player's injury, a difficult playoff campaign, and rising speculation that one of the best players of this era could be on the move to Los Angeles. We're going to break down this situation in detail. By the end of this video, you'll understand just how realistic that possibility might be. The news that sent shockwaves through the sports world came when a major sports outlet reported that a crucial player for the Bucks had suffered a severe left Achilles tendon injury. This is a major setback for the team's primary point guard. At 34 years old, it's not just a temporary hurdle. It could mean the end of his season and possibly impact the trajectory of his career. He's expected to miss the entirety of the upcoming season. While the personal impact is devastating, the consequences for the league might be even greater. Without this player, Milwaukee finds itself without its second star. That raises a pressing and uncomfortable question for the franchise. What happens to Giannis? The Bucks entered this year's playoffs as the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. While not disastrous, it's certainly not dominant. Now, the team finds itself trailing 3-1 to the Indiana Pacers in the first round. A team once considered a title contender now appears on the verge of elimination. Giannis has done everything in his power to keep hope alive, putting up MVP-caliber numbers, averaging over 30 points, nearly 12 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game, shooting above 60% from the field. These are historic numbers. However, despite his heroics, the team has failed to rise to the occasion. And now, with their star point guard sidelined and elimination looming, the questions are beginning to swirl. Is this the end? Is this the moment Milwaukee finally breaks? Here's the dilemma. When a franchise of this stature starts to collapse, and a superstar like Giannis realizes his prime years are slipping away, trade rumors don't just surface, they explode. Right now, no fan base is louder than that of a certain Western Conference team. It started subtly. Social media posts, a tweet here, a comment there. Some fans claimed Giannis should join their team. One wrote that watching Giannis in their jersey would be a dream. Another fantasized about a big three formed with 2 other marquee players. Then came the photoshopped images, trade proposals, and declarations that they'd give up everything to bring Giannis in. It's grown into more than a fantasy. It's a movement. And here's the shocking part. It might not be as far-fetched as it seems. This isn't some baseless rumor. This is a real situation where the Bucks may be forced to make a franchise-altering decision. If their star player is out for an entire year, if they're eliminated early, and if the front office realizes it can't reload quickly enough to keep Giannis happy, what choice do they have? This wouldn't necessarily mean Giannis demands a trade overnight, but it could trigger a wave of pressure, a summer of reflection, behind-the-scenes conversations, discussions about legacy and opportunity. Giannis may start wondering whether it's worth waiting for help that might never come. Now look at it from the other team's perspective. They have a player who's still elite, but clearly nearing the end of his career. They have another rising star entering his prime and ready to lead the franchise for the next decade. And they have a front office that has consistently proven that when a superstar becomes available, they move fast. This is the team that brought legends to Los Angeles, made bold trades to pair stars, signed key pieces, and stayed aggressive in pursuit of success. They're now entering a consolidation phase, led by a front office that always has its eyes on the next big opportunity. This franchise holds valuable assets, draft picks, promising young players, veteran contracts that can be moved, and perhaps most importantly, something no other team can offer, a winning culture, major media attention, global brand recognition, and a roster that could immediately form the most dominant trio in the league if they land one more superstar. Of course, everything depends on what happens in the coming weeks. Both teams still have games to play. Ironically, both are down in their respective first-round series. The Western team is struggling against a scrappy, physical, fearless opponent. A young emerging star is starting to look like a future MVP, while their own offense has sputtered in critical moments. Despite all their talent, they're dangerously close to yet another early playoff exit. Now imagine this. Two iconic franchises, both fatigued, both staring into the uncertainty of the offseason. Each has the potential to shift the NBA's balance of power almost instantly. If one team chooses to rebuild and the other stays aggressive, making one final move while its aging icon is still on the roster, Giannis joining them starts to look less like a fantasy and more like a strategic possibility. Picture the impact on the Western Conference. 3 of the top 5 players in the world united. No other team could match that firepower. Even the most historic franchises would fall short. This team would be crowned title favorites before the season even tips off. Ticket sales would skyrocket. Jersey sales would explode. Global viewership would surge. But for every fan dreaming of this possibility, there's another dreading the thought. Because Giannis isn't just a superstar. He symbolizes loyalty, humility, and the spirit of building something from scratch. He brought Milwaukee its first title in decades. He stayed when others would have left. Now, just a few years later, the idea of trading him feels like dismantling a legacy. That emotional weight is part of what makes this story so compelling. It transcends basketball. It's about legacy, loyalty, ambition, and the harsh truth that sometimes love for a team isn't enough in this league. Business takes over. A decision that breaks hearts in one city might spark hope in another. So what comes next? Will Giannis remain loyal, endure another uncertain year, and trust the front office to rebuild in time? Or will he look west, see his fellow icons, and realize his best shot at another championship might not be in his hometown, but under the bright lights of a global metropolis? What do you think? Should the Bucks consider trading Giannis if the rebuild proves too steep? Does the other team have enough to make it happen? Or is this just hype with no real legs? We've seen this story before. Stars reach a point where loyalty feels like a losing battle. The desire to win overtakes the comfort of staying. Giannis may not be there yet, but the signs are becoming harder to ignore. And if this team pulls it off, it wouldn't just be about stacking talent. It would be about building a dynasty. Imagine the level of basketball we'd witness. One superstar attacking the rim, another orchestrating from deep, and a third still capable of taking over in clutch moments. The synergy, the leadership, the basketball IQ, it would be a dream for fans. This move would also reshape our perception of super teams. It wouldn't be a quick, flashy union. It would be 3 stars with different styles, backgrounds, and motivations coming together for one goal: victory. Giannis's power in the paint, Luka's range and playmaking, and LeBron's versatility and leadership would create something beyond exciting. It would be terrifyingly effective. Of course, a trade of this magnitude would be costly. The team would need to part with key pieces: Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, multiple first-round picks, maybe even more. But when the chance to land a player like Giannis arises, there's no room for hesitation. You push your chips to the center of the table and make the league respond. The NBA world would erupt. Every sports show, podcast, and social media platform would zero in on Los Angeles. These moments are essential to the league: drama, power shifts, superstars aligning. And the team would be at the center of it all, just like in the eras of legends. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers veteran superstar, has made a shocking statement regarding his future with the team, particularly in relation to his dynamic on-court partnership with Austin Reaves. In an exclusive interview, James revealed that he no longer accepts the idea of playing alongside Reaves, a development that has left fans and analysts alike in disbelief. LeBron, who has long been the cornerstone of the Lakers' success, has been praised for his leadership and versatility on the court. However, his relationship with Reaves has always been a topic of intrigue, especially after the younger guard's breakout performances during the past season. Reaves, who has rapidly gained recognition as a key contributor for the Lakers, has had an on-and-off connection with James, which seemed to develop into a productive partnership. Yet, LeBron's recent comments suggest a shift in how he views their roles together on the team. Honestly, I've done a lot of thinking about where I am in my career and what's best for the team. I need to be in a system that maximizes my strengths, and I'm just not sure Austin is the right fit for that anymore, James stated, leaving many fans questioning the underlying reasons behind his decision. While the Lakers have had their ups and downs in recent years, with injuries and roster changes constantly affecting their performance, the pairing of LeBron and Reaves had, on paper, seemed promising. Reaves brought a level of energy and shooting that complemented LeBron's skill set, making their dynamic a force to be reckoned with. But the cracks in their partnership seem to have grown wider, especially as the team looks to build for the future. LeBron's admission also raises questions about the Lakers' long-term strategy. With the team expected to undergo several changes during the offseason, James's remarks about Reaves could indicate that the Lakers are ready to pivot away from their current core. The move could signal an impending shift in the team's roster construction, as the front office may now look for players who better align with LeBron's vision for the team. This news is a bombshell for Lakers fans, who have long admired James's ability to elevate his teammates. Reaves, in particular, had become a fan favorite, with his hustle and unselfish play earning him a loyal following. The future of Reaves now seems uncertain, as his role with the Lakers could be significantly altered moving forward. As the offseason unfolds, all eyes will be on how the Lakers respond to this unexpected shift in dynamics. LeBron's declaration suggests a turbulent period ahead for the team, with major decisions to be made about their roster and how they move forward in their quest for another championship. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.